The gap between who you are and who you want to be is literally 1 year of work, 1 year of making a decision not to go out with your friends on the weekend, not to get a girlfriend and get comfortable, being okay with being lonely for a year. Guys, I'm telling you, it does not take that long to do it. Literally 1 year ago, I remember being at the gym with my friend, and he had just told his parents that he was dropping out of college. And I had just decided to go back to college and give up on all of my dreams. And we were like two fucking dudes synced up on our periods of just gloom. If like we were both dudes and our periods were just gloominess inside of our balls. And we made a freaking pact that day. Both of us shook hands and we said, this is the lowest it's gonna get, and we're gonna grind and do whatever we can to get to where we wanna be, to make 100K, to do something with our lives. I see him two months ago. I saw him at a party and he couldn't even look me in the eyes. He was so ashamed because he had done nothing the past year. He got a girlfriend, he decided to go out and party, and he tried, like he wanted it. He joined a course to do high ticket sales. He joined a course to do drop shipping and just procrastinated it all. He made the whole website for drop shipping, but he was too scared to spend money on ad spend. And he just kind of pushed everything off. And meanwhile, here I am, and he knew that I had my agency, I had employees, and I was making like fucking crazy money for my age. And I just remember looking at him and just being like, wow, that's literally me. If I didn't make those small decisions every day when I woke up and I was like, hey, I don't feel like doing shit today. Like, Luke, I don't feel like working today. And I just remember I would just fight through it every day for a year. That's all. It's literally that fucking simple. I just fought those thoughts of, oh, I'm getting FOMO. My friends are going out tonight. I'm getting FOMO. I'd be like, oh, no, shake it off. Like, no. I got to lock in, at least do something today, something productive every day. And even in those days, I didn't even see the light at the end of the tunnel. I didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was working towards. I just knew I wanted to get better at videography. I wanted to figure it out. And I wasn't going to figure it out at the bar. I wasn't going to figure it out with my friends. I bought a bunch of books. Like maybe I would figure it out. I would skip going out with my friends to read books, guys. And your life is a sum of those tiny, tiny decisions. And I'm telling you, you do not want to be like my friend. Because me and my friend are you a year from now. Me being, if you decide to make those decisions every day to work. Him being, if you decide to procrastinate, if you decide to give up when it gets too hard. That's 1 year of your life. Bro, we don't live in the Stone Ages. This is like actually ridiculous to me that how easy it actually is to just make money hand over fist. Like we have the internet, guys. 100 years ago, I would be talking differently. Like you got to grind for 10, 20 years in a business to get known. You get to know people. There's nepotism. Guys, it actually is so fucking easy now to make money. And it only takes 1 year of consistency. 1 to 3 years max. I'm very certain that it only takes 3 years. So what are you doing right now? Procrastinating every day. Going out with your friends. Ignoring your tasks. Not even trying to figure out what you want to do. Not working on your business. Not working on your agency. Like I'm telling you here and now that if you just work at it every single day for a year, you'll at least make 10K a month, and you're going to continue to do the same shit, procrastinate more. Like, are you a fucking idiot, honestly? And that's kind of what I told my friend. And I was straight up honest with him. Because he was telling me, oh, I'm burning out, I'm doing this and that. And I was like, do you remember D-Day, bro? I swear to God, I was like, Do you remember D-Day? We were literally in the exact same position. And the craziest part is you're smarter than me, bro. I just worked. And that was a year ago. All it took was 1 year. I'm not the smartest person in the world. I promise you that. And I'm pretty fucking retarded, honestly. My friend is way smarter than me. But he just didn't understand that those small and tiny decisions are what actually make you rich. And that motivation is a scam. He basically sat around waiting to be motivated. I mean, when we made that pact, we were both very motivated. We both want to be rich, and we want to be successful, and we want to live an extraordinary life just as bad. The difference is he couldn't fight off those urges to go out, and he couldn't focus when things got hard. And he literally told me word for word, it's too hard. Like, there are some real fucking, like, I love my friend and he's a great dude, but there are some real fucking bitch ass pussies out here. And I wanted to say a different word, but I'll just say bitch ass pussies out here that don't want to make 10K a month because it's too hard. Like, no shit. But like, the bar for hard is that low, bro. All I did was work every single day. So think of the next year of your life and do this for me. Just do this for yourself. Like, do you want to live an extraordinary life? Or do you want to be normal? Would you be willing to sacrifice a year of going out with your friends, a year of being alone, you don't have a girlfriend, oh my God, I'm so sad, wah, wah, wah. A year of, waking up and like saying, I don't feel like doing it today, I'd rather do something else. All you have to do is give up those things and be like a little bit miserable for a year, and you will be successful. Is that worth it to you? Because if you say no, like, you might as well just go fucking apply to a Subway or like go to college and be just like all these normies out here, guys. Because if you're watching this video, most likely, like, you feel like, you're born for a higher purpose. At least I did. And, people that feel like they're born for a higher purpose, people that aren't bots, are so miserable living a normal life. And I see it in my friend. He doesn't want to accept mediocrity for himself, but he continues to give up and he continues to burn out. And he is going to be so much more miserable than my friends that never tried, than my friends that went to college. Because that's what they wanted to do. They want to be comfortable. They're okay with making $60K a year. Me and him, we don't accept that shit. The difference is he's in a prison of torment because he is unwilling to do and sacrifice what it takes to actually get there. So he's going to feel inadequate as a human being for the rest of his life, unless he decides to do that year of work. But the time is fucking ticking. Guys, if you're over 20 years old, do it now. Commit to it. And if if it's hard to commit to doing the work every day, commit to giving up all of the pleasures that you don't deserve. Like a girlfriend or going out. Give up on that shit and you'll really find out what to do. And you'll really make it work. It's more about giving up and sacrificing things that you love than it is about doing things that you don't love. It's more about cutting shit out. I mean, Alex Hormozy talks about it all the time. Focus is your ability to say no to things. Guys, there was days where I would go to my friend's house for a game, and then they would all be going out afterwards, And I would say, I'm not going to go out. I got to work on my business. And they would literally look me in the face and say, fuck you, dude. And they were all like laughing at me. And they would walk by me. We would always chill outside in the shed and watch games. My friend has like a whole setup in his shed of like a TV, and we would watch games in the shed. They're all walking out the door in the shed. I'm dapping them up. Some of them wouldn't even dap me up. And they're saying, fuck you, dude. And like laughing at me, and then they go to the bar. This is just normie shit, guys. Like, you don't blame like a dog for eating its own shit. Like, this is just how normies think. So I was willing to put up with that because I didn't have non-normie friends at the time. And I needed to social max, guys. Like, you need to socialize. Let's be real. All right. You might say, oh, Luke, you're a fucking goy slopper. Like, you're going out watching games. Like, yeah, guys. I need to socialize at least once a week. I was locked in my fucking room all week. I go out with my friends. I say I can't go out, and they say, fuck you. And I say, all right, that's fine. I felt FOMO, but it's like, whatever. That's what you have to do, guys. And it's hard, and people might not understand you, but you can't fucking give in. Can't do it. It costs so much money. It cost my friend so much money to do that. So all it takes is 1 year. 1 year. Wake up tomorrow and commit to one singular year. I'm telling you, I'm begging you. No one's doing it. So if you do it, you're going to win. There's not that much competition. Just commit.